I ended the 100 games with a rank of Plat 3. I don't know if I'll ever do another 100 games video on Ranked because I hated it. So, I'm playing Ranked again.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Before we start, if anyone needs to like and subscribe, please take a second to do so, or not, your choice. And please sit back, relax, as I tell you about my first 100 games of OG Ranked. Let's lay out some goals. My goals are to get Diamond and to get 1 win. I know they're not the most difficult, but I'm not that good. Also, there will be a punishment if I can't reach either goal. Anyways, Game 1 I landed Salty Springs and got a decent loadout, then moved to the next building and killed 4 people. I ran towards some gunshots and killed another person with my revolver. I ran towards more gunshots and got into a fight with another guy who I got down to 5 HP and kept missing until he killed me, making me get 7th and a ranking of Bronze 3. That was my only game on day 1. Skipping over to Game 4, I got 51st and ranked up to Silver 1. I went on to get 75th, 34th, and 55th, gaining 4, 27, and 14% respectively. Then I finished the day off with 3 games that I gained nothing from. Those were the 9 games of Day 2. Day 3 was the day that I played the most games with 45 games played. Some highlights are 3 games in, I ranked up to Silver 2 after getting 12th, and Silver 3 5 games after with the placement of 33rd. After that game, I fumbled the next 2 games, and then during the games 21 through 30, I had 2 good games, getting 21st and 20th, gaining 51 and 68% respectively, and ranking up to Gold 1. Game 32 was my best game so far. In the game, I landed Pleasant Park and killed 2 people off spawn, one of which tried to team with me. Later, I got my second purple scar of the game from a supply drop, and then in the top 5, I started a fight with someone, but got third-partied and died getting 5th, gaining 69% and ranking up to Gold 2. I had a couple more good matches that brought me up to Gold 3. In games 41 through 50, I had 2 good games that made me gain 66% combined and ranked up to Plat 1. During the last 5 games of this day, I got 14th twice, giving a combined 88% and making me rank up to Plat 2. I only gained 3% total from the first 5 games of Day 4, but the next 5 games made me lose a total of 22%, and it made me D-rank back to Plat 1. On game 67, I got back up to Plat 2, and in total during those last 5 games, I gained 39%. I started Day 4 by gaining percentage in only 5 of 20 games, from games 71 to 90, losing 6% in total for the last 10 games of the 100 games. I decided to play Zero Build to try to get a win. Game 91, I landed Retail Row and did great throughout the game, getting 5 kills, a scar, 2 pumps, and an RPG. And almost killed the last player, but they got away to the high ground. I met back up with them, and they killed me, making me get 2nd place and getting a ranking of Silver 1. The highest placement I got for the rest of the 100 games was 11th. I gained 139% and ranked up to Silver 2. I didn't reach either goal, so this is where the punishment comes in. I'm going to play until I meet both goals, and however many games that takes, I will do a push-up for every single game. These are games to get to Diamond. I got 23rd gaining 1%, 48th gaining 4%, 84th, 71st losing 7%, 8th gaining 27%, 56th gaining 2%, 38th losing 2%, 76th losing 7%, 44th losing 2%, 66th losing 7%, and 21st. At this point, I realized it would probably be easier to go for a win in Zero Build first instead of getting Diamond in builds. I got 47th, gaining 12%, 66th, 2nd, gaining 80%, ranking up to Silver 3, 18th, gaining 10%, 62nd gaining 2%, 66th losing 4%, 43rd losing 3%. Around when the second day of 2025 begun for me, I decided to play one more game of Ranked Zero build, and this is how it went. I landed Pleasant Park and killed a few people off spawn, and kept following the circles, and killed anyone who got in my way. I got sniped out of nowhere and barely survived, but I went to Greasy Grove, found some heals, and healed up to 75 health. I found another person and killed them. Then I survived until the top 3, where I got pushed uphill, while the others were fighting. So, I got up there and threw a porta bunker, and started RPGing the last guy who couldn't defend himself, getting me the win with 8 kills and completing one of my goals, also gaining me 111% and ranking me up to Plat 1. Now, I am going to go for Diamond on Zero build. I know this sounds like a leap, but maybe it'll work better than getting Diamond on builds. I got 70th, losing 4%, 25th, gaining 3%, 65th, 36th, losing 5%, 72nd, losing 1%, 42nd, gaining 6%, 56th. I'm now switching back to builds to get to Diamond. I got 12th, gaining 20%, 16th, gaining 3%, 21st, losing 3%, 42nd, losing 1%, 32nd, gaining 9%, 12th, gaining 26%, 9th, gaining 17%, 31st, losing 1%. I landed Pleasant Park and did great throughout the game until the top 10, where I killed 2 people and got to the final 3, where there was a big fight in this final storm. I got killed, getting 3rd and with 4 kills, gaining 57% and finally ranking up to Diamond 1, completing both of my goals. Now for the reveal of how many push-ups I'll have to do. I will have to do 94 push-ups.